The winning run is at second base. Bouncer back toward the middle, leaking into center field, a base hit. Pache's coming home. The throw to the plate, not in time. The Phillies are going back to the postseason. The rookie Johan Rojas with an RBI single here in the bottom of the 10th inning. Back-to-back appearances in the postseason.
And it's so fitting that it's a rookie Johan Rojas and a veteran Kyle Schwarber waiting for him at home plate to celebrate another postseason run. Todd Zolecki does a tremendous job covering the Phillies for MLB.com. Joins us now. And Todd, here we go again. Last year they get to the World Series. This year they're going to try to get back. Rather easy for me to say. What makes you most impressed about this team?
Well, I think what makes me most impressed is how deep they are, how healthy they are right now. You know, so many teams right now seem to have injury issues. And the Phillies not only seem to be hitting their stride, but they seem to be hitting their stride with everybody that they could possibly have on their roster. You know, this is a team right now. You look at Johan Rojas right there, Double-A in July, comes up. He's been one of the Phillies' most impactful rookies in decades. You look at somebody like Nick Castellanos, for instance, almost 30 home runs. He set a career-high RBIs. He's hitting 6th and 7th in this lineup right now. The Phillies, you have Zach Wheeler and Aaron Nola, top 2 starters. And then they have 3 legitimate guys that they could pick to start a Game 3 in a potential Game 3 in the wild card series in Ranger Suarez, Taijuan Walker, and Christopher Sanchez, another guy that's kind of surprised this season. And then you have the bullpen, deep bullpen, Jose Alvarado, Craig Kimbrell, Matt Strahm, Gregory Soto. So I think this is a team going into the postseason. They're battle-tested, and they feel very confident about themselves. And I think it's a team that not a lot of opponents in the National League want to run into because they are so dangerous.
Are they going to have a Rhys Hoskins on this postseason roster, a la Kyle Schwarber when he was out for the entire season and was able to come back for the postseason run? What more can you tell me about that?
Yeah, it would be an amazing story if Rhys could come back. He's been such a big part of this organization for years. So he had the ACL surgery in March. He's still working himself back. He's taking batting practice now, more batting practice, about 70, 75 swings yesterday. He's running the bases now. We talked to Phillies manager Rob Thompson about this yesterday. He says it is a possibility, but he said if it happens, it probably would not happen, like you said, like Kyle Schwarber, until the World Series. Rhys could not play first base if he got back to this roster. He would be a DH. He would be a bat off the bench. And can you imagine if Rhys Hoskins came back as a potential bat off the bench in October? He has had so many big hits for this team over the years, including last postseason. It would be a heck of a story.
Yeah, Todd, this brings me to my Meineke keys to the game, and I want to ask you about this fact because the Phillies will be hosting the wild card series next week, and they've won 22 of their last 33 games at Citizens Bank Park. We know that the fans are raucous. That was a testament last postseason. How key is that for them to be able to host and have that advantage?
I think it's huge. These players really love playing in front of this crowd, and they believe not only does it help them, they believe it affects the other team. You know, Rob Thompson said something after the World Series last year in the postseason. I think it was in January. He said he was talking to an opposing coach from a team that they played in the postseason that had to come to Citizens Bank Park. And that coach told Rob Thompson, he said, honestly, playing in Philly, it was 4 hours of hell. That's the way this coach described it, because it was so difficult for his players to get focused, to not feel that they were going to get beaten, to try to overcome that crowd noise. And so the Phillies look at that as a huge advantage. You still have to take care of business. You still have to hit. You still have to pitch. But they think that teams are going to come in and feel that intimidation factor from the Philly fans.
Well, I remember